Hi, this is the binder that I made for our final in the Reading and Language Arts class. In my folder on Google Drive, I have 4 different tabs. I have activities, adapting text, assessments, and emergent bilingual instruction. This is where I've put all the information that I thought would be helpful for me as a first year teacher, and a lot of different handouts and things that I can print and use with students. The activities folder has the most amount of resources in it. I organized it by topics. These are the topics we talked about in class. There's literacy activities, phonics, reading fluency, and writing. The literacy activities, I included all the ones from that chapter of the book where we got our information for the literacy activity presentations. So I have during reading, post-reading, and pre-reading. And when I click on it, it has a tab for each of the different literacy activities. So you can see here for character blogs, I have the page from the textbook, as well as some resources that I found online. I found a character blog, requirements page that I can give to students, as well as a rubric to use to grade their blogs, and then peer editing questions if I were to have the students peer edit each other's blogs. And I have that type of thing for each of these different activities. If one of my classmates did their presentation on one of these activities, I included a scan document of like the handout that they have on here so that I can reference it or print it out if I need to. Like this chart would be really helpful to use with students. So yeah, under the phonics activities, I included a lot of the information we learned during our UFly project. So you can see if I were to click on decoding and encoding, there's the roll and read slides so that I could do that activity with students, or the word work Velcro map. Something I might do is print out this handout, and either myself or like maybe one of my instructional assistants could cut out each of the pieces and Velcro them to make this word work map so that we can use it with students when we're creating words and learning how to decode. Let's see. So that's basically what I have here for activities. Each of the tabs just has a bunch of different activities that I can do with students. Under adapting text, I put the task analysis from this class, as well as a list of resources, like websites that I can use to adapt text, or websites that have a lot of adapted text already made, so that I can come back and reference this when I'm working with students. For assessments, I did a folder for each type of assessment. So there's decoding and reading, motivation to read, phonics, spelling, their reading level, reading comprehension, or writing. And a lot of these assessments we talked about in class and you give us handouts for. And so I took the handouts either from Canvas, or I scanned them and put them on here so that I can quickly reference it. Like if I wanted to give a student a San Diego quick assessment, I might pull this up and read what it's about, and then print out the assessment right here. And it'd be super easy just because I'm already on my computer and can just print it out. It's nice that it's all in one place and organized, rather than maybe having to go into the textbook that we got for this class and like search for assessments. It's nice to have it right here so that I don't really have to flip through. And then under the emergent bilingual instruction tab, I have the chapter that we read for class. as well as a handout of some interventions to do with students. I'd really like to add more information to this tab as I learn more about emergent bilingual instruction and reading. Yeah, so that is the binder that I made for my final. I'm really excited to use all of these resources with my students, and I think that this is going to be really helpful when I am a first-year teacher.